What's good, everybody? Happy Thursday. I hope everybody's having a good day today. My day is going good. Please, y'all let me know in the chat if y'all can hear me, because y'all know StreamYard be messing up and StreamYard be tripping. Okay? I got some stuff that I want to come down here to talk about. Listen, yesterday I was really, really busy yesterday, and so I wasn't able to come on. And I meant to come on here and talk about this yesterday, and then I have been trying to get caught up on the America's Next Top. Y'all not gonna like what I gotta say about the whole America's Next Top Model thing, because I feel like y'all are going overboard. And what we're not gonna do is we're not gonna drag Tyra without dragging Nigel, Mr. and Mrs. J as well. What we ain't gonna do is totally drag Tyra when everybody else had a part in it and they didn't really have nothing to say about it. And they didn't do nothing that Tyra didn't do. They did everything that Tyra did, and they didn't put a stop to nothing. Okay? Okay? Y'all can hear me? Thank you. Thank y'all so much for being here, y'all. I really appreciate it. Okay? What happened to me? Today was leg day. I'm in pain, but we poking. Okay? But I cannot wait to have my cheat meal. But we got some stuff that we need to talk about today. Oh my God. Carisha got a new song out called Newsflash. She ate. Carisha got a new song out called Newsflash. I love it. Now, she kind of chasing the beat a little bit. You know, she a little slow, but when I tell you that Carisha is popping her stuff in the new song, I love it. And I do really feel like that most of the stuff that she was saying in the song is true. Most of the stuff that she was saying in the song was true. But I will always say this. I will always respect a woman, a man, a person who got it on their own instead of going to go get it from a nigga. Or instead of somebody that's going to get it from a bitch. Shout out to Todd Tucker. Happy Thursday, Todd. I will always respect somebody who really got it out the mud themselves instead of somebody who had to go and get it from a bitch, like Todd did over there with Candy. And y'all sitting up here trying to tell me that he got him an apartment. He got him an apartment. Where is the apartment? Where is the apartment? And better yet, where is the money on the bills? Can you pay my bills? Didn't Candy write bills? I don't think you do. So you and me are through. And I told y'all, let me see if I saved the photo. Let me see if I saved it. Candy, but we got some things that we got to talk about. First of all, let me get this right. First, we got to talk about Mama Joyce. Mama Joyce almost let it out the bag. And my whole thing is Candy, we are really invested in this. The next time Mama Joyce get ready to say something or whatever, you let her talk. Because you need to really know what's going on. Because I want to see what's really going on. What is really going on. And what do you have to lose? He already staying off of you, living, breathing, eating off you. Rent free. He can't even manicure the lawn. He ain't doing nothing. Everything that he doing it off your back. So what are you losing? You already paying for everything. You done paid for everything in a relationship. So we got to talk about that. And we got to talk about Ashley's biggest accomplishment. Ashley has an accomplishment that Wendy does not have. She has an accomplishment that Wendy does not have. We got to talk about that. We're going to talk about the reunion. And we got to do the updates for the reunion because I decided what we're going to do with the Real Housewives of Potomac Super Bowl. And then we got to talk about the line keep on moving for the felonious, fraudulent Dr. Wendy Osefo. And when I say doctor, I use it loosely. Because if y'all know the Nigerians the way I know them, we got to question the 4 degrees. If you know a scheming Nigerian the way I know them, we got to check the degrees. But truthfully, the line is always moving for the felonious, fraudulent Wendy Osefo, and I don't understand it. I don't see it. But we're going to talk about it, and then we got to talk about Gutter K. But we're going to start off. Let's start off. Who we going to start off with? Let's start off with Mama Joyce. But it was something. Let me see if I can find it, baby. Because y'all think that I'll be around here. Y'all think that every time I say something to you guys, it's always playing and it's always joking. Didn't I tell y'all I watched the documentary and I went and did my research about the girls? The girls are leaving they niggas. Okay? The niggas are leaving their bitches when they get on Ozempic, right? If DJ Khaled lose enough weight, he gonna leave his baby mama. You get what I'm saying? Anthony Anderson done went and got on Ozempic, and he done went and got Roxy. He done went and pulled Roxy out the crates. You get what I'm saying? And so I told y'all, when Candy went over there and she lost that weight, I watched the documentary they did over there with Oprah. It wasn't a documentary, she did a special. Because she now got everybody thinking because they fat, and no shade. You know, I come from a family of heavy-set fat women, right? And that's why I call Angel my sister. Because I come from a family of heavy-set big women, and I know, I have seen firsthand how people are treated or how women are treated people too. Because men be treated the same way. You know, they are treated badly. They are treated bad. People don't care what they say about them. They are treated badly. And so that's why I call her my sister. And I got to call y'all out on how y'all do her and how y'all do Sharice. Y'all do her and Sharice the same way when they haven't really done anything. But what I told y'all that was happening was, you know, Oprah got everybody big now thinking they got a disease. You get what I'm saying? That, you know, you just, because what they say about the drugs too. When you addicted to drugs, when you can't stop smoking the weed or with cigarettes or crack cocaine, you can't put it down because it's a disease. Bitch, put it down, right? Put the bread down. Put the bread down, Oprah. Miss, I love bread. Girl, put it down. You ain't sick. You ain't sick. You ain't got no disease, girl. You put the bread down. I love bread. Y'all remember Auntie was over there saying that? But I remember when Candy had lost her. I remember Candy told us when she tried Ozempic, it didn't work for her. She said that it didn't work for her. You know, Candy liked to put sugar in her broccoli. You know what I'm saying? Sugar in her spaghetti and stuff. Sugar in her pussy. Candy liked to put sugar everywhere, okay? But Candy said that she tried Ozempic, it didn't work. Nene said it didn't work for her neither. It don't work for everybody. But Candy ended up trying hydroxycut. She said that worked for her. And we started seeing Candy. Candy started dropping weight, and she started getting real little or whatever. And I told y'all before, I was like, I think that Candy gonna drop tall. Y'all was like, no, good boy. She's not gonna drop tall. And even she started even raising the leg up. Remember when I told y'all, I'm in the gym, I be seeing when the girls lose their first 20 pounds, they get to raising their leg up and let you know that they can let their legs up and stuff. And so we see Candy around here. You get what I'm saying? She on tour. I mean, she's on Broadway. And see, she's still raising the leg up. And I told you, Candy lost that weight. And Candy said, what the fuck? She woke up one morning and said, what the fuck? I'm over here paying all the bills? I can go get me a new nigga. I can go get me a boss. I can go level up. I can go and get me somebody where I ain't got to pay the bills no more. I can go get a man that can pay. And so she is the one who filed for divorce from Todd. Yes, baby. Yes. It's time to. Candy is the one who filed. Candy said, baby, I could do better than this. I don't got to pay for everything no more. Baby, I'm tired of this. Let me go and get somebody else that could pay for me. Let me go find me somebody that could pay for me. And so she filed for divorce. She was tired of paying for everything, especially when she lost weight. And so that's what's going on, okay? So we got Mama Joyce. Candy on Broadway. Mama Joyce is in New York. And so, you know, Candy being stopped by TMZ every day, child. Candy gets stopped by TMZ every day. It's the same black girl out there, you know what I'm saying, trying to see what's going on. And so Mama Joyce came. I don't know where they at. I guess they in a hotel or something that Candy is staying at, because this is the same building she always walking out of, okay? And so shout out to All True Tea. Shout out to Monique at All True Tea. It says Mama Joyce was about to tell it all. Candy talks about spending her first Valentine's Day since split from Todd, okay? So let's see what Mama Joyce is getting ready to spill it all, and I wanted to hear it too. And see, I come from the school of Wendy Williams. Candy would have been able to pull off Mama Joyce for me. Because I would have had Mama Joyce, I would have took Mama Joyce, I would have had the microphone in her face, and I would have been walking Mama Joyce down the street, and I would have greased the palm a little bit. So here we go. Let's listen to what Mama Joyce got to say.
Mama Joyce, we gotta ask you, how do you feel about Candy and Todd? I mean, they're getting divorced.
You wait and see. That's what I'm saying, baby. You doing too much. You're doing too much when you ask the question, fuck Candy, right? How do you feel about Todd, Mama Joyce? How do you feel about Todd, Mama Joyce? You was right. Mama's always right. You gotta butter her up. You gotta butter her up, right? Mama Joyce, how do you feel about Todd? Living off your daughter, eating off your daughter, living off the grandkids. How is daddy daycare going? Where is Kayla? Where's Kayla? Is she wearing a wire? Okay, Mama Joyce, who took his stuff out the main house and put him in the outhouse? Who put it in the outhouse? Why y'all didn't burn the shit? Why y'all didn't burn the shit? Let's listen.
Well, I just feel like as long as Candace happy, I'm happy.
And we're happy.
Is Candy happy, Mama Joyce? Is Candy happy, Mama Joyce? Mama Joyce, is Candy happy? We need to know. Yes, he lives in an outhouse, Mo Walker, and he don't even pay no bills. He don't. Oh, I got some super chats. Thank y'all so much. Thank you for the super chat. He said, "Happy Thursday. You love the song. You must didn't hear what we heard. In the line of Wendy will move again today. Oh, let's go, Ashley. Yes, baby. Yes, oh, baby. We're gonna say Wendy straight today. We're gonna set her straight. Elizabeth, what's good? Thank you for the super chat. She said a lot of Todd's out there. Watch Bo's man living off of her like Todd 2.0. Ladies, be careful. Right, and you know, Elizabeth, the Bo's man, all in the pictures, all in the video, asking people and stuff. You know, and I can't have been around rich people before. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just say somebody invited me somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to be around the celebrities and stuff, asking for pictures and stuff. That's what he be doing. That's what he be doing. Girl, Bose, where did you get this man from? Keely is embarrassing me. He's embarrassing me. I'm sorry. Caesar, what's good? Thank you for the super chat. He said, light up with a mic. Lights up with a mic. Mama Joe's lights up with a mic. Thank you so much, Caesar. I appreciate it. Okay? Stop hating on that short king. Who's the short king? Who's the short king? Let me know who the short king is, Dina, please. Because I know you ain't talking about Todd. A king with no castle. A king with no castle? Please, say nobody. Okay? Let's go.
Happy to hear that. We're happy to hear that. Candy.
Isn't Candy starting to look a lot like Raleigh a little bit? Isn't Candy losing that weight? Candy is starting to look like Raleigh and Blaze a little bit. Candy must have had a forehead surgery like the Reed did. Candy is looking mighty different lately.
Candy, you gotta ask me, Candy.
Look at her. Or you think it's stress? What is it? Bo's bought that man a new hairline. Girl, with whose money? With whose money did Bo's buy with y'all? What's good, dearly beloved? Callie, what's good? What does Bo's boyfriend do for a living? Child, girl, post about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills online. That's what he do. His castle is the guest house. No, baby, suits he talks. No, it's not. That's all that peach juice. Oh, I noticed Riley looks like Candy more. She do, but you know, Candy's starting to look a little different now. Candy's starting to look. I think that she probably got the forehead transplant. But she looked like. But see, Candy had lost weight and she started putting the leg down, and then she started raising the leg back up again. I think that Candy back on that stuff. She back on that metabolite. I noticed that Riley, yeah. What's good, Angela Kane? Don't forget about it. I didn't even pay attention to it. My mama was trying to tell me about it, but I didn't even know what was going on before. What I hear, she over there getting used in the. But you know, Fantasia, that type of girl though. You know, Fantasia, she said something on the Breakfast Club that rubbed me the wrong way. She said something about the Breakfast Club that rubbed me the wrong way, like, you know, even though her man is the master of the household, he the leader of the household, and women don't know their place. That's what she was saying, some shit like that before. I told you at my Andy funeral, the man said, we got these these women out here thinking he said something to the effect of, they got women out here thinking they could preach now. I was like, oh, baby. And I wrote my sister, I had put a text message, and I said, he don't got no business at that pulpit talking like that. He ain't got no business up there at that pulpit talking like that. It was very misogynistic. I didn't like him. Candy was promoting bedroom GLP. Oh my God. Okay. But Candy said that she spent Valentine's Day with her mom and her aunties. I mean, her mamas and her cousins or whatever. And of course, she paid for everything. But my thing is, Candy, who was at the house with Todd? Is your ring cameras and stuff working? Is your ring cameras and stuff working? And I want to also know, Candy, do you see? I got questions that I can only ask Mama Joyce. So with Todd being in the outhouse, did you change the locks? That's why I don't believe in this new age shit. You get what I'm saying? They got these new doors. They got pads and stuff where you can put a 4-digit code in the door, and it's very hard to change the code when you do that. And then they got these fobs where you could just put it on the door now, whatever. You get what I'm saying? No, you need an old-fashioned key. Change the locks on the door and make sure he got and make sure that Todd don't got a key in there. Make sure Todd don't got a key, and make sure you got a ring camera to see who he bringing in and who he bringing out over there, because it might be Tamar. You know, she'll go and mess with a married man in a minute. Candy and Fantasia the same. They pay the bills, but act like the wives, husbands, are head of the household. Child, please. Her man control the money she makes. Who said that? Who said what? Remember a few years ago, Fantasia and her husband did a video about submission. Fantasia was at the Breakfast Club, and she was saying that she bothered her man, and women need to know their role. Just because you make more than a man, that don't make, you know what I'm saying, he's still the man, and you need to be submissive to your man. That's what she said. You need to be. She said something like that. It took me a week to change the lock keypad. Right. Todd would have to crawl through the doggy door to get in. Oh my God. Hopefully he ain't on drugs like Mary Jr. Hopefully he ain't drugs like Mary Jr. And baby, and hopefully when he get in there, he don't bite Mama Joy. My God. Okay. But that's what we got with Candy. So, you know, shout out to Candy. Candy, next time. And oh, girl, if you I doubt that you will, but girl, you need to just, sometimes when you get people, you got to ask them the questions and shit, because if you was able to say, how do you feel about Todd, Mama Joyce? Candy, you know, she would have some ways to go before she got to Mama Joyce, and you would have already had something that would have went viral. You get what I'm saying? You would have already had something that would have went viral. What's good, Nene? Eddie and Wendy are on drugs. That's what, oh my God, girl, no, we're not gonna do them that now. Weed, but aren't men supposed to be the providers? It's funny how they just edit that part out. I guess so. Y'all need to let go of these outdated patriarchal beliefs. Who is y'all? It was Fantasia. It was the BABYMAMA. Okay, is that all I got for Mama Joyce? Okay, let's go to Gutter K. Gutter K, girl, I'm sick of you. I hope this is your last scene and season. This needs to be your last scene and season. I am sick of you. Beautiful girl, but the hood, I just feel like the hoodness just flows off your body. It's all in your spirit. It's just in everything that you do, girl. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. And I don't like the way that Gutter K be talking. And sometimes I feel like that she talking to me. And when she be talking, I'll be like, girl, what do you want to do, Kiana? Because people don't talk to me like that, okay? So we seen the interaction at the reunion with Kiana, where she kind of chin-checked Angel. She definitely chin-checked her. All she did, you know, my mama used to make a face when we was out in public, or if she was around her friends or somewhere, she didn't really want to go. So, you know what I'm saying? Go so hard on us, she'll just make a face and we like, you acting up. Don't embarrass me in here. You know what I'm saying? Or my grandmother would make a face if we was at church. If my grandmother was in there singing in the choir or whatever, and she saw us in one of the pews acting up, she'll make a face. I ain't like going to church with my grandmother, though, because with my grandmama, you know what I'm saying? She had friends and stuff in the church, and everybody felt like they could put their hands on me. You get what I'm saying? Everybody felt like they could whoop on me. And I don't believe in that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody put their hands on me. I remember one time Miss Gidry had came down in the row. It was like 8 of us sitting in the row. We had a guest at the church. Girl, oh my God. We used to be in my grandmother's church all day. But one time we had service, and then they had guests come in. And people came in, and they was up there preaching, baby. And Miss Gidry, when I tell you, it was like 8 of us sitting in a row, and she hit all of us upside the head with a Bible. And she just went down the row like boom, 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 boom. And I was like, girl, Granny, you gonna let her hit on us like that? You gonna let her hit on us like that? You know what I'm saying? And Miss Gidry's son, well, let me be quiet telling these people business, child. But yeah, baby, she Miss Gidry. I wonder if she's still living, child. But yeah, baby, we used to go to church with my grandmother, baby. Girl, my mama was a trip, baby. My mama done lived. My mama the only child. I'm just telling y'all my business. But my mama the only child, right? And so on some Fridays, we used to get out of school, and my mama used to have me and our stuff packed. Our bags and stuff used to be packed on Friday, baby. And if it wasn't packed on Friday, we would have to go home and clean up, okay? And then leave and be gone Friday, Saturday, come back Sunday after church, baby, and clean up again. And clean up again. And I used to be looking at my brothers and sisters like, what part of the whole game is this? How the fuck we go leave Friday and clean up when we come back and it's messed up again and you telling us to clean up? You get what I'm saying? What part of the whole game is this? But I was the one who, my brother used to put me up to the shit. Oh, Jesus. They used to put me up to the shit to get that, baby. I asked my mama, I was like, Mama, which one of your children is the one that really kept you on your toes? She told me. I feel like I'm the good child though. But I'm the good child, but I kept her on her. I knew how to buck the system a little bit, but just not enough to where I would get disrespectful. You get what I'm saying? I knew how to put, I know how to push the limit a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Kiana, I don't like whether she be talking, Kiana, but you chin checked Angel at the show when you said, what is this? And you had that little frown on your face or whatever. And so you're going to go online and listen to the way that she's talking to us. I don't like it, girl. What you want to do? What you want to do, Malaysia? Ain't that what Tammy talking Malaysia? Malaysia, what you want to do? Okay, here we go. Here go, Gunna K. Kiana with the message after the reunion.
Oh my God, y'all. You know what? I really try not to comment on the things that people have to say.
Girl, get your hand on my face. First of all. Get your hand on my face, girl. That's what got you the last time they got you. That's what got you bust upside your head the last time. That's what got you bust upside your head the last time. But go ahead.
About the reunions, about this and that.
No, quit talking with your hands. Quit talking with your hands. Here you go. Let's go.
Y'all have to stop it when it comes to people in their relationships. You do not know what kind of friendships I have with my friends. You do not know our thoughts. You do not know the conversations that we have. Like, stop it. You guys are so used to this, like, fake personas and yes people.
Girl, I get so sick of you calling everybody fake. I get so sick of you trying to call everybody fake like you just this real chick. Girl, what we do know is that you chin check your friend. You looked at her like you was her mama. You looked at her like she was your mama. Like you was her mama. Shut up, I'm talking. And she said, I'm fine, go ahead and I will talk. Wendy, I'm going to answer your question after she gets through talking. I'm going to answer the question after she gets through talking. Wendy, the experience is still going to be here for you.
The experience is still there for you.
The experience, I'm still going to answer the question for you. I'm still going to answer the question. What is this? It's the reunion, bitch. You don't know where you at? Kiana said, what is this? It's the reunion. We're at the reunion, baby. It ain't no I wait till you go. It ain't no I wait till you go. When we get to the reunion, when we get to the Real Housewives of Potomac Super Bowl, the name of the game is
Take her down.
Take her down. Take her down. And the only person that you are able to take down, Kiana, is Angel. The only person that you're able to take down, Kiana, is Angel. That's the only person you try. And she's supposed to be your friend. You ain't friend of 18 years. And I don't like it. You ghetto, you gutter. And it ain't that. It's just that you just had so much potential, but it's time for you to go. You and Tia can go. I need Angel back. You and Tia can go. You and Tia can go. Because I can't do it no more. I can't do it no more. Okay? Now who else we got? We got Mama Joyce out the way. Okay, so let's give an update on so in case y'all didn't know, we are watching the Real Housewives of Potomac, and then, everybody at Bravo always feel like that this is our Super Bowl. And so we are going to, judge the show on my channel as if this is the Super Bowl, okay? And so what I decided is, it ain't a real football game, but it's going to be our Super Bowl. So if we get 4 parts of a reunion, we got 4 quarters. But if they only giving us 3 quarters, we got 3 quarters. Okay, and so we're gonna judge the scores after the game, which is after the 3rd episode. Okay, so right now, first quarter, Stacey got 16 points. Stacey got 16 points. She got 2 touchdowns and she got 2 2-point conversions. Okay, the first 6 points that she got was when she told Tia, "Go back over there to your boss," and that was the 6 points. And Ashley said, "No, master, go back over there to your master." And she said, "You went to go run to your master." And Ashley said, "Master, that's a strong word." She said, "Baby, go back over there and run into your master. I said what I said." That was a 2-point conversion. Okay, she got that. And then when she told Ashley, "You and Giselle have been humiliated," and she paused, that was 6 points. Humiliated. And she said, "The both of you," that was the 2-point conversion. So that's 16 points. Okay, give it up. Give it up. Okay? She's leading it. She's leading it. Okay? Second place is Ashley. Ashley got 8 points. Gabor, you really keep a track of points? Yes, baby. Yes, baby. And if you don't remember, the experience is still here for you, baby. I can remember the points.
The experience is still there for you.
The experience is still here for you. Okay? Ashley has 8 points. Okay? Ashley has 8 points. She's, I got my social security number. Okay? That was 6 points. Shit, that was 8. That was a 6 points and a 2-point conversion. That was a 6 points and a 2-point conversion. Okay? And Angel got 3. Angel hit a field goal. When Ashley said, "How many acres does it got?" And she said, "Oh no," she said, I could have got me a house in Potomac." And she said, "Sure." That was a field goal. That was a field goal. Ain't nobody else got jack shit nothing. Ain't nobody else got jack shit nothing. Now, I want to say this about the felonious fraudulent professor, and I use professor loosely. I don't think that Wendy should have came to the reunion, in my opinion. To me, you did, and I don't think that she should have came to the reunion. I don't. It would be different if Eddie was accused of something and she was just his wife, like Erica Jane did, right? To me, Wendy should not have came to the reunion. I just feel like that she should not have came to the reunion. She should not have came to the reunion because it's not a good look. It's not a good look. To act like that Wendy was not acting when she was at home with Eddie, and Wendy act like she had just got hit by a Mack truck. Girl, all you did was go to jail. All you did was go to jail. You sat down for makeup and everything, baby. You still had glam on. Even at the reunion, I'm telling you, she was talking like she had. What's good, JW? What she deserve 3 points for? What we giving Tia 3 points for? Let me know. Let me know. But we wanted Karen to come. I don't get it. We wanted Karen to come, but Karen did not come. We wanted her to come, but she didn't come. She was smart. If she didn't come, we would still complain. Might as well get it out as we was. But would we complain? I don't think that we would complain. I don't think that we would complain. I would understand. I would understand. Erica Jane's situation was different. If I was Wendy, I would not have came to the reunion because Wendy was over there gloating. And yes, they wanted me to take a picture. He said, "Take another one, girl." Ain't nobody, baby. Y'all was sitting up here trying to tell me that the man at the jail, the warden at the jailhouse that was taking her picture, thought that Wendy was a model and he told her to take another pose.
Bitch, you better be joking.
Bitch, you better be joking. You better be joking. Okay? Nobody told Wendy to girl, take another snap. Pose for the camera now. Flick. Wendy wants to be a bimbo. Wendy wants to be a bimbo. Wendy got 4 degrees so she could be Portia Williams. She got 4 degrees so she could go and be Portia Williams. Okay? Now, what we going to start with? Let's start. Are we going to go with Wendy or are we going to go with Ashley? Let's start with Wendy. The line moves for the fraudulent doctor. Felonious doctor. The line moves to Wendy, and I just can't take it. I can't take it. Wait a minute. Let me see what JW talking about. Hold on. We go to bullshit. Let's see. She deserves 3 points for telling Stacey to stop being a controversial toward Nigerians. When did she say that, JW? You putting words in her mouth. You putting words in her mouth, and I'm not reading a UK accent with your words. When did she say that? When the season started, you said that you were respected if she came to the reunion, and look at what's happening now. Did I say that as lover? Did I say that like that? Well, I changed my mind. I didn't know it was 16 felonies. Wendy is a liar. Of course she is. S the F up, Wendy button.
Shut your up,
You like to always.
Let's go over here with the Wendy thing. Let's talk about the felonious doctor. Okay? This is my thing with the felonious doctor. How y'all kill me with, okay? Y'all make me sick with this thing that Wendy could do no wrong. Y'all kill me with the Wendy could do no wrong. Even when Wendy was arrested, what are we gonna call Wendy's fan base? The Otheftos? The Osufos? What are we gonna say? You know what I want to call them? I want to call them asshole lips and Forrest Whitaker eyes.
She was snaggled too, stringy hair, and cotton skirt. This bitch is ugly.
This bitch is ugly. Strangle-haired, snaggle-toothed, hot piece of trash. What we gonna name a fan base? What we gonna name a fan base? The Osufos? The Whiners? Okay, the Otheftos is my favorite one. Okay, we gotta come up with a fan base from them, and it's gonna be her fan base, and it's gonna be Carter Cameron and Cruz too. You know what I'm saying? I saw the clip where she was over there talking. The Felonies, I love it. The felonies. You ain't calling me that. You a part of our fan base? Oh, how dreadful. How dreadful. I hope you go, Tress Love, I hope you're going to put some money on her books. Hey, Jesus. Okay? But y'all are welcome over here. The win list. Oh, my God. But it's biased as hell. What's biased? What's biased? I'm not biased. I'm real. The loss. That's what I'm saying. She was calling us the loss. King, her mama was up here calling us the loss when her daughter is the loss. Her daughter is the loss. Her daughter want to leave her marriage. Her daughter was over here. We're going to talk though, okay? So even when Wendy was arrested, the people was on, and Sojourner Truth, don't let Sojourner Truth fool y'all. Okay, Sojourner Truth will be over there trying to defend her just like everybody else, just like the other felons. They will be over there trying to defend her. Let me be quiet, because I don't want to go on about it, because I'm not running from nothing, but I said what I said. Okay, but even when it was no victim type of crimes was a victimless. No, baby, there are victims. There are victims. And what I don't like is that every time somebody says something about Wendy, it gotta be colorism. And then when it's not colorism, it's featureism. When it's not colorism, it's featureism. But when it's everybody else, they just talking shit. Because I told y'all, I'm telling you right now that cottage cheese Giselle, Creole Betty, my ass, you chopped cheese. You cottage cheese? She was fat shaming Angel. And Wendy jumped in on the fat shaming because when she got on the mic and her boss told her to say catfish, Wendy did as she was told. Catfish, ask you about the catfish. She did what her boss told her to do. Say catfish. She was following her. Okay? And Wendy thought it was funny, but Giselle was fat shaming Angel. And Angel has no room. I mean, Giselle has no room to come at nobody's sides. She has no room to talk about nobody's sides. Giselle got 3 pussies under her arm. Giselle got 3 pussies under her arm. And you always want to wear one shoulder off. And you got all these motherfucking fat creases under your motherfucking arm. You raise your legs, you see cottage cheese, bitch. You got fluid all, baby, your legs and your calves are the same size, baby. Back up off Angel. Grace got cottage cheese. Come on, baby. Let's not do it. So whenever we do anything with Wendy, when we talk about Wendy, it's colorism or featureism, but she could talk about everybody else, but it ain't nothing. Because, baby, I see white people with lazy eyes. Baby, we was at a potato shack one time, and baby, we saw a whole family, baby. All of them had lazy eyes, baby. They all, baby. I thought all of the kids looked like, baby. Then we saw the daddy, baby. The daddy looked like they had Down syndrome, but they kind of looked like Stuart Little a little bit. And baby, when I tell you all 3 of the child, and then the daddy came in, child, I just screamed. All 3 of them. Okay. I mean, Wendy, what? Ashley got 1 read all season, and y'all want to make her the queen. I don't want to make her the queen of Potomac. But when you eat, you eat. When you eat, you eat. And she didn't eat, baby. She devoured Wendy. Okay, and I'm not going up for Ashley. I'm just telling y'all what happened. But my whole thing is when it comes to Wendy can be talked about just like everybody else can be talked about, and it cannot be colorism, and it don't have to be featureism. That's all I'm telling y'all. If Wendy gets talked about, if anybody say anything about Wendy that's not favorable for her, it's colorism, it's featureism. You know, y'all want to do all of the motherfucking isms. But when we talk about Angela, is she just supposed to take it? She just supposed to take the catfish all season. If we would have been calling Wendy Wesley Snipes all season, y'all would have been, it was colorism. Because she give Noxzema Jim. She do give Noxzema. No shade, she do give, and Noxzema was fab. Noxzema was fab, and let me show you Noxzema, because Noxzema had the Forest Whitaker eye too. Noxzema had the Forest Whitaker eye too. Yes, baby. And another thing too, it's not, and we're not gonna act like, and I don't like it either. We could Noxzema. I mean, Noxzema is not a bad. Like, she had on red. She was giving Noxzema in the photo. What's wrong with that? Like, Noxzema can't be a reference board. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all pick and choose, because on one end, y'all say, y'all, let's not go there, because y'all not ready for that type. Y'all not ready for it. Let me not even go there, because you know she look like Noxzema over in Prairie. She definitely gives. Yeah, she does give Noxzema, but Noxzema was fab. Noxzema was fab. I'm pretty sure she would rather be called Noxzema than motherfucking Forest Whitaker. You know, but let me pull up the picture of Noxzema real quick, because Noxzema had the Forest Whitaker eye as well. Noxzema had the Forest Whitaker eye as well. Let me not do that, because you know y'all ain't gonna be able to take it, y'all. Angel is full of ish. She gives Miss J. I see Miss J too. It's a manga boy. That's what's wrong with it. But caramel dolce. But Summer Walker is supposed to be okay with people saying that she look like T.S. Madison. But Summer Walker is supposed to be okay with people saying she look like T.S. Madison. See, the line moves, baby. The line moves. Okay? Now let's get over here to Ashley. Okay? One thing that y'all do on this with this show over around here, I don't really see the colorism. What I see is the girls. You see some of the girls not scared to go for it, and then you see other girls be scared to go for it because they're afraid on how they look, right? A lot of the girls wouldn't have came for Wendy and grabbed Wendy in the way Ashley did. Because baby, when I tell you Ashley told Wendy, get over here. I got one social security number. Get over here. She ate her up. But see, the other girls in the group Angel will never go there with Wendy because she has to be seen a certain type of way. Kay don't want to go there with her because she want to be seen a certain type of way. Because when I tell you, bitch, when I went to watch What Happens Live after Wendy, Kiana was the first person who went to watch What Happens Live after Wendy got arrested, and she's sitting up there with and that's what I'm saying. Baby, Kiana, you got to lose your flu. And baby, I'm telling you, you would have had a flu if you would have dragged Wendy up there and watched What Happens Live. She was arrested. Oh, my heart goes out to the family, bitch. That ain't gonna get you no flu. Eat her up.
Take her down.
Wendy showed up to the reunion because she knew and she thought that the girls was not gonna drag her. Because she thought the girls wasn't gonna drag her. But had it been me up there on that set, I bet you Wendy wouldn't have showed you. Wendy wouldn't even thought about coming to the reunion if I was sitting on that stage. She wouldn't even thought about coming to the reunion if I was in it. You're gonna answer to this. You're gonna answer to this, baby. The girls, the girls are scared. Wendy showed up to the reunion because none of y'all had enough puss to drag her. Only Ashley did, and she had to lead Ashley there. She had Bravo better get rid of Ashley after that stellar performance that she gave last episode. Get rid of her for what? Thank you for the super chat, Ms. Number One. If Ashley was charged with 16 fraud felonies, Wendy would have a field day and clown her. Not a fan of either woman, but Wendy is fair game. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Okay, but on the new episode or the sneak peek, it seemed like Wendy and Stacey all of a sudden they care for Josh. They care for Josh all of a sudden, and we want to talk about accomplishments. Let's talk about accomplishments. Ashley Darby accomplishment. Her biggest accomplishment? Her biggest accomplishment. Because what happens is the line moves. Wendy was arrested, but Ashley can't say nothing because she was arrested. She was with Michael. But let me tell you what Michael didn't do. He didn't have Wendy arrested. He didn't have Ashley arrested. He didn't have Ashley with no motherfucking mugshot. He wasn't around here committing fraud with Ashley. Ashley's record is still clean, baby. Ashley don't got no felonies. Accused of nothing. Charged with nothing, baby. Charged with nothing. What part of the whole game is that? Bitch, it's gonna always be me over you. Just like over there with Phaedra. Y'all can say that Phaedra had something to do with it. But baby, everything was on Apollo when it all went down. Phaedra went to the reunion and said, baby, I'm not involved in nothing, and they never said that I was involved in nothing. She got to the bag. Ashley went and picked a nigga with real money. Ashley went and picked, well, not a nigga. Ashley went and picked a man with real money. She didn't go out there and pick the fraud. She didn't go out there and get no fraud. Yes, baby. Let's talk about it. I went out there and I picked well and I left him. And when I left the man, he left me with some money in my pocket. You and your man went out there and y'all was committing fraud. Y'all wasn't living like that, mama. Y'all wasn't living like that, mama.
You can't win this one, Boopy.
You can't win this one, booby. You can't win this one, booby. The bar is in hell for Ashley. Is it in hell? Is it in hell? She has a $2-something million house. She has a $2-something million house. She was banging the courts. Well, baby, she had to get from under the bridge. She had to get from under the bridge. Wendy husband implicated her. Wendy's husband implicated her in the crime. How many? Do you want some Chanel slides? You want to add some Chanel slides on the paperwork? You want some Chanel slides? Wendy was still wearing the ring on camera. Wendy was still wearing the ring on camera. They did fraud one time and you had like all her earnings are from fraud. Well, baby, it wasn't enough to sustain her, Sierra, because if she had enough earnings to sustain her in her lifestyle, baby, she wouldn't have to commit fraud at all. What you mean one time? Baby, one time is enough. Not the line is moving. Not the line is moving. Not he's a rape. He raped somebody one time. All of a sudden he's a rapist. All he did was rape somebody one time. That makes him a rapist now? Yes, baby. Yes. Yes. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Ashley used her family as her story flop. Ashley used, and that's another thing too with Josh. All of a sudden now Wendy care about Josh with Ashley's storyline, but when you was around there calling him Jack Harlow last year, you didn't really care nothing about him. You didn't really care nothing about him. It's the whole game. It's the whole game. Somebody wrote in the comments the other day, as a Nigerian man, Eddie will take the rap for Wendy. He won't let her go to jail. I said, baby, she already went. She already went. She already went. We comparing a little fraud to rape. A little fraud. Baby, a little fraud wouldn't have you in jail with a mugshot, baby. What I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? A little fraud. It's a little fraud. And I'm not talking about rape. What I'm saying is, if you do something one time, that's what you did. She's a fraud. She's fraud. Calling him Jack Harlow is a compliment. It's not, baby. It's not, baby. To a white man, calling him Jack Harlow, I don't, I could be wrong. But to me, calling me a Jack Harlow or A Christopher Bassett? Or a John B? What's the girl say? It's time to get buck wild. You know, I just don't think that that's no compliment. I mean, from us, it's probably a compliment. You know, we let you know that you're still down, but when they get around people, everybody be like, you seem to be a little confused. I worry about you sometimes. You get what I'm saying? What's wrong with Jack Harlow? That ain't my name. That's what's wrong with it. It's time to get buck wild. That's what it gave me. Okay? They're eating babies. Free Wendy. Child, I can't take it. Okay? But yeah, Michael did me well enough that I was able to walk around here with my good name. I still got my good name. I didn't have to quit. They told me in the comments, baby. The people told me in the comments that Wendy was her accomplishment. She was an astute professor. I said professor that had to quit midway through the semester, so she could keep herself from being fired. She was such a good professor that she had to quit mid semester. Baby, we saw the syllabus they sent out to the people. They told the people that Wendy Osefo, the Dr. Wendy Osefo, won't be teaching the rest of the semester. She won't be teaching the rest of the semester. Wendy, what you should have did, you should have chose better. You out here with a man that got you around here. Y'all want to say Eddie is a good man. I mean, you know, granted, he didn't have his kids out here taking cold showers and stuff like Warren Dixon did. But he had his wife around here committing fraud. They was committing fraud. He couldn't pick a crime that didn't involve his wife. He didn't even tell the laws. He could have told the lawman when they came to the door. Well, she ain't here, officer. He woke Wendy up. Baby, we got caught. We?
Them bitches.
We, nigga. Wake up, baby. We got caught. Not go hide in the attic while the law's in here and wait till they leave to go pick up the kids. Go leave, Bonnie. He went and woke her up. Child, please. He ain't no real man for that, right? He ain't no real man from that. We. Yeah, baby, you had the ring on in the video. Baby. You was around there doing interviews talking about how you was feeling when your house got robbed. There wasn't nobody in your house, not even Cassie. Ring camera didn't even catch a ghost in the mother. Wind didn't even blow too hard. You didn't even have an AC on, baby. You could at least send Sue over there. You could at least send Sue over there, baby. Baby, I would have ran to the house and did a couple of did a tumble and a flip or two, so you could get away with the money, baby. That nigga walk you up and say, "Baby, we called. So my accomplishment is my nigga ain't leave me. Michael done a lot of things, baby. He ain't never had me in a mugshot. Never. He ain't never had me in a mugshot. Baby, Michael came around here when Michael came around here, bitch. And baby took my mama from under the bridge. Took my mama and her poor white man that's not even a Cartwright from under the bridge, baby. Put my mama in a home. Let me tell you what my pussy do. Baby, took my mama from under the bridge, put her in a home. Baby, took her and cleaned up her motherfucking credit, okay? And bought her a car. That's what my man did. That's what my husband did, baby. And put my brother through college. And I ain't got a mugshot yet. And got me over here in the $2 million home. Baby, your man woke you up and said, "Smile for the camera, bitch. You going to jail. Wake up, baby. It's time to go to jail, baby. We got caught. He woke you up. It's time to go to jail, baby. We got caught. Baby, we caught. Ain't say go hide in the closet. Ain't said nothing, baby. Baby, we woke you up out your sleep, baby. Am I dreaming? Am I dreaming, baby?
See you in jail,
Let me tell you something.
See you in jail, bitch. See you in jail, bitch. Saw you around there. Saw you around there. You was over there looking at him. You were looking at him. And like you, and that's why I believe that you should lead a nigga, really. I believe that you should lead a nigga. I'm not the same girl I was before, nigga. You got me caught up in some bullshit. You didn't take the charge. You didn't take the charge. You came over here and woke me up. You came over here and woke me up. Baby, we called. Didn't even say put on your good wig. Didn't even say put on your good wig. Child, please. Child, please. Thank you for the super chat, Jerry R. He said Bazuma look more like Noxzema, Wesley Snipes, and drag. Bazuma. It's Bozoma. Bozo. Bozo. You know, she I think she'll fraud. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Thank you for the super chat, all things Wendy. She said, "Good boy, Ashley, as a biracial, is not afraid to speak her mind, which is why she goes harder than some of the girls. She has the mindset of a white woman." All things Serena, I disagree. Because Candace wasn't afraid to speak her mind neither. Candace wasn't afraid to speak her mind neither. Candace wasn't afraid to speak her mind. Baby, y'all can't blame me that some girls got pussy and some girls don't. Some girls, y'all gotta take that off of y'all self. Y'all put yourself in those boxes where y'all feel like y'all can't go with a girl. Y'all feel like y'all can't really go at the girls like that. Nene didn't feel like that. Nene said what she wanted to say. Nene said what she wanted to say. We want to blame everything. We want to blame everything back to oh, she feel this way because, and she feel that way because, baby, I'm going to say what the fuck I want to say. She's a felonious, fraudulent. She's a fraud. She's a fraud. Thank you for the super chat, Q. He said Ashley can survive on any franchise because she's not scared to bring it. Wendy, you want to play? Let's play Miss 6'7". Miss, I didn't think it would catch up to us to wake us up. Wake up to the cops are here. Ha ha. Right. And it's so funny because I was talking on the phone with Q and we was talking about what's gonna happen after Ashley said that. And I told Q, baby, it was nothing that Wendy could have said to me, baby, because as soon as Wendy started talking, I would have said 67 credit cards. 67 credit cards. Baby, I would have clowned Wendy. She would have got up and she would have hit me. She would have got up and she would have hit me. 67 credit cards, Wendy. Pam, Eddie Hennessy, whoever you are, yes. Ashley obviously feels way too insecure. Oh, baby, we gotta do better than that. Thank you for the super chat, all things winning. She say, and the backlash always was different against Candace. See, the thing is, Candace didn't know how to win. Candace didn't know when well enough was well enough. You know what I'm saying? Candace didn't know what well enough was well enough. For instance, with Candace had a winning hand when the season when Giselle looked like money in the blue outfit with the diamonds. Yes, baby. Money. Yeah. But that season at the reunion, she was winning. She just went too far. When she said the white looking ass and God, you do this because you white looking. To me, that didn't even make sense. That didn't make sense. I swear y'all really want everybody to be, exactly. Y'all really want everybody to be a victim. No, baby. Candace went a little bit too far. The dwindling uterus, I thought that she was well within her right with the dwindling uterus for me. But I'm just telling you, somebody that was over there sticking holes in their stomach, baby, couldn't have told me nothing about having no motherfucking babies, especially when I pushed out when I had two of them in my stomach at one time. I'm saying, ain't no bitch sitting around here putting shots in their stomach, baby. Ain't no sitting around here putting shots in their stomach, and your mama still got to pay for the baby. Mama still got to pay for the baby. It was shocking, yeah. It was shocking, but I felt like that she was well within her right. But my thing is, you got to be careful. Candace was too. I think that Candace went too far with the whole white looking ass because Giselle don't look white. She don't know how to win, but she was well within her right with the dwindling uterus. I felt like that she was. I don't ever think that Candace ever really took it too far. Only time I feel like that she took it too far, it was only one time when she told after Ashley had her baby and she called her wide. to me, I thought that as a woman who had a baby, to me, I thought that that was a lot. But I didn't never really think that you never heard me say, I don't know about everybody else, but you never heard me say that she took it too far until she said the whole white looking ass thing. She had already won. You had already won. It was overkill, and that doesn't even make sense for me. That's what I thought, that she took it too far for me. But you never heard me say that about Candace any other time. Now, I felt like, I will say, when she was in there and Deborah had hit Chaos out the head with that glass and she was still in there talking shit, girl, shut your mouth. Like Mia put her hand over her mouth and said, girl, shut up. You don't realize you in danger. This girl just bust Kiana upside her head with a glass, bitch. You in danger. The nigga right here. Sing it. Y'all better be at home singing it. Sing it. Okay? Thank you for the super chat, Elizabeth. She said if Wendy does not take a plea deal, she would have to serve time. They better flee to Nigeria after the trial. Well, why would they do that, Elizabeth? Because she sure can't go live with her daddy. She sure can't go live with her daddy. Baby daddy saw Wendy and said, I don't know, you don't look familiar to me. Go get Etty. Let me go see Etty. Hey, Etty. Hey, Etty. Oh, that wants some free edibles. Ben, so thank you. Is the plea deal here for Wendy? I don't know if the plea deal is here for her, but the jail experience is still here for you, baby.
The experience is still there for you.
The experience is still there for you. Okay? Now I got some questions. Let me ask y'all a question. Okay? Now, if y'all was Mama Sue, after Wendy showed y'all up on camera, if Eddie, because I don't know. Now, I'm just saying the system ain't fair to us like it's fair to everybody else. So, they gave Teresa and Joe a break, even though they deported Joe. They deported Joe after, but they still gave them grace. So they let them do their time one after the other, right? But I feel like they're going to have Wendy and Eddie in there in jail together, right? If they go, right? If you was Mama Sue, would you take in her kids? Would you watch the kids? Because Wendy, oh my God, and Wendy was just over there telling the kids, my kids, I bought Cameron these $200 earrings because my kids are young and rich. My kids are rich. Are they? Are they?
Shut the up. You guys always.
It's rich. If I was, I'm telling you, because if this is my, you know what I'm saying? My daddy was in jail too. I remember when I was older, baby, my mama, I asked my mama, I'm like, can we have real talk? Can we have real talk? I said, Mama, I got a question to ask you. Because, we used to have to write him. We used to have to write my dad. And I got tired of writing. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, did he do it? Did he do it? Stay in the child's place and finish writing this letter. And that was my answer. That was my answer. You get what I'm saying? So if I would have been in the back of the police, if I'd have been in the back of the car with my mom, girl, you know what I'm saying? Did y'all do it? Mommy, I thought you said that we was rich. Mommy, I thought you said that we was rich. And then another thing too, we talk about G&A and we talk about these failed businesses that Ashley got, but the Wendy show has failed. The 3-week candle that she had, or the candle that she had has failed. Everything that Wendy has touched has failed. Baby, she's not even a professor no more. She had to resign. So, baby, what are we talking about? The line is moving for Wendy all the time. And me, I watched the Wendy show. It was me and probably 200 other people. But I watched it. Y'all did not. Tress Love, I didn't see you over there. I was in the comments. I didn't see you in the comments. Because when I watched the episode, I was in the comments like, what kind of bullshit is that? What type of bullshit is this? What type of bullshit is this? So I didn't really see it. What channel was it on? Girl, Alexa, it wasn't on the TV, baby. It was on YouTube. Just like the rest of us. I was one of 200. No, I heard Wendy still has candles. Are they flying off the shelves and fluff? If they're not flying off the shelves, as lover, if you ain't got one, your sisters ain't got one, or your mama ain't got one, it's a failed business. I don't know nobody that got no every hue beauty. I know a couple of girls that got Fenty. She has had a YouTube. Her candle's name is Vanilla Sue. Sue ain't no motherfucking vanilla. That bitch was deep dark chocolate, baby. Yeah, she kind of butterscotch. Baby, she
was snaggled too. The stringy hair is cotton skirt. This bitch is ugly.
That bitch is ugly.
Shut the up. You guys always.
Okay. And Sue around there. And girl, her candle flavor is Casper the Ghost. Wendy only started that show because Robin and Giselle has their podcast. Her candle flavor is Casper white chocolate. Now it ain't quite white. It'll never be white, baby. I don't give a damn how much bleach she got on it, baby. You gonna have to have Michael Jackson money. Wendy gonna have to they gonna have to pull off a beautiful heist for her to go get for her to be white chocolate, baby. For them to put that white chocolate, it's gonna be like chocolate milk. It's gonna be like some chocolate milk with a lot more water than with you get what I'm saying? That's gonna be somebody that put the it'll never be there. I mean, that was a candles in this prison orange. How dare you, Wendy works hard and sticks together with her people. That's why she has so much. Please. Baby, Sue I knew that the bitch was a fraud last. Let me be quiet, because the people say, baby, I knew she was a fraud last year, baby, because when Mama Sue had said, Wendy, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Last Friday, you didn't pay me my money. She tried to get over on her mama. Baby, a girl who will fraud her mama. Baby girl tried to cheat her mama, had her mama over there watching her kids, and you want to give her mama her money, baby. And bravo, baby, I had to stop the camera. She was only giving her mama $500. Yes, baby. Put a 9 in the chat for season 9. Yes. Her mama remember Cam had graduated from elementary school. She graduated from pre-K or kindergarten or something like that. And Miss Sue was like, baby, it's Wednesday. You ain't give me my $500 for the week for watching your kids. She said, you gonna really charge me up at her graduation? You goddamn right. And Mama Sue had to do it on camera because I guess she felt like, let me do it on camera because she would really try to ignore me. Baby, you would do that to your mother. You would do that to your mother? You would do that to your mother? Stop, please. Thank you for the super chat, Elizabeth. 1361, she said, Wendy is ambitious, but has been fraudulent since day one. Yes, she has. Yes, she has. Justice for NECA. I've been telling y'all I was here for NECA. Even when Wendy was over that line talking about, they done got Eddie activated. Baby, I took that nigga nuts from him. I was beating all on that nigga chest like he was the king of the jungle. I was beating all on that nigga chest. I say, nigga, you don't know me? Wait. And he was, you saying you don't know me? And Eddie was just sitting there looking confused. But you wanted to jump on TJ because you thought TJ was a pawn. You know what I'm saying? Y'all went over there, played with Stacey and said, bring Eddie out. Baby. Girl, bring Eddie out, baby. If I was one of Winnie them neighbors, baby, and I would have seen the laws over there standing in front of their house, giving them that perk ball, baby, I would have been outside of the U.S. saying, bring Eddie out. Fraud. What are they arrested for, officers? They had 67 credit cards.
Whoa.
Whoa. I thought you said your kids was rich. I can't say it. Eddie always got that goofy look on his face. I don't like it. They did NECA so dirty. They did NECA so dirty. Then her mama had the nerve to go over there and call her and told her, do you want to be a friend or do you want to be an enemy? It's better for you to be my friend than to be my enemy. Holy Ghost fire! Yes, she did, baby. Credit card is a common Nigerian scheme in the United States. And the only thing I'm going to give you, Wendy, the only grace I'm going to give you, baby, is that when you took your clothes back that you didn't have no stains in them. like one of my faves. You didn't have no stains in that area. Okay, but y'all, that's all I got. What y'all saying? Let me see. She pissed me off with the talking to Eddie in that baby voice, girl. And then she started trying to talk like that when Giselle asked her the question. I am her Giselle. I am going through a lot, girl. Girl, bye. Tia is Nigerian too, but Wendy isn't intimidated by her. Because she's from the UK. And another thing too, Mrs. Edith, Tia came through since Big Sister Giselle. The girls are not going to try Tia because she was brought in by Big Sister Giselle. James' whose son brought her in. If Angel would have been brought in by Giselle, baby, the way that they was treating Angel, the experience would have still been there for them.
The experience is still there for you.
The experience is still there for you. Angel got treated like that because she got brought in by Kay. Is Wendy giving Mama Sue a hard time because she is her dark child? Baby, all the kids dark. Mama Sue was calling her before they even started shooting the show, casting spells on her, right? Oh, thank you, Miss 24EE. Yes, I can't. You can't what? Tell me. Oh my God. Now they didn't say it was stink, they just said it was discharge JW. Now we can't, you know what I'm saying? We can't put that on there. They just said that it was some stuff left in the crotch area. Now chances are it could have NECA was boring, period. You know, NECA was good. Oh, thank you. Tia is Nigerian adjacent. She is I believe that she's a Cynthia Erivo. We are years in the boys meet victim baby voice. My poor kid storyline, right? Yeah, we don't give a damn. NECA is just a liar like Stacy. Tia is racist. I don't like the whole you married up because you over here married a German. Wendy doesn't like people from her past showing up. Thank you, Shani Shan. That's what I was saying. The experience is still there for you. It is. What did NECA lie about? Oh my God, these what? Maybe she was ovulating. Who? Let me see. Who we talking about? Maybe who was ovulating? Oh, NECA. You missed one of Ashley field goals. What was it? Tell me, Nene. What was it? What was the field goals? She only got 8. I gave her 8 points. She got 8 points. We all discussed this. We gave her 8 points. We watched it. Watched it. JW tried to throw a flag on the play and said some shit Tia didn't say it. NECA could have gotten one more season. They only brought Tia on to upstage Candace's privilege, and it was a flop. Yeah, baby. Candace mama is over here still paying for her little baby. Her baby over there. Candace mama is still paying for stuff. Tia's daddy is gone. And so is his money. I hope that didn't come out wrong. I'm just saying, Tia daddy's gone. NECA kept the foot on Wendy's neck. I think that I feel like NECA was picking on Wendy though. I'm not gonna even lie to you. I feel like NECA was picking on Wendy though. She did. When NECA came over there talking shit before. You get what I'm saying? Okay. Y'all think Dot is rich? I don't think that Dot is rich. But you know, she didn't. I mean, Dot had baby. They said that Candace was a house daughter. Tia ain't jack shit. Tia ain't jack shit. Tia telling us about her glory years, baby. Tia telling us about her glory years. I went to school with Sting's son. Do you know him now? Do we know him now? Was he at your wedding? Tia is low-key a flop. They say that she balances out the cast, so I don't think that she balances out nothing. She ain't nothing but going over there running and report to her master. And I said what I said. Gabor, I think Wendy giving Sue a hard time because her mom is lighter skinned and she's not. Oh my God. But Wendy could put on that same bleach. She don't want to got everything else done. Again, Ashley started the mess between Wendy and NECA with the tribal questions. But Mo Walker, I don't think that was Mo Walker. I believe that was Robin. I remember NECA sitting down just talking shit about Wendy to Robin. They need to bring on some girls who won't punk. Who ain't punk puss, right? They need to bring on some girls who ain't punk puss. I want Wendy to be scared to show up to the reunion. I miss real old school Real Housewives of Atlanta days when, girl, we talking about it. Well, you know what I'm saying? And y'all couldn't say what y'all want to say. I don't give a damn what y'all talking about. I'm here for when the girls, when they dragging each other, ain't nothing off limits. When Sheree told Nene, baby, what about your son? You so rich, but your son was over there still in that Walmart?
I don't give a fuck what y'all saying. I don't give a fuck what y'all saying at all.
I'm bringing it up. You better believe what did Lisa Rinna say? You better believe I'm bringing it up. You supposed to be this rich bitch, and your son went out here stealing cars or robbing banks. Your son was in there stealing essentials. He was in there stealing toothbrush, toothpaste, and mouthwash. And deodorant. And what fuck? Because it don't look like he ever used it. Yes, baby. We bringing it up. Are we not? Yes, we bringing it all up. Who shoplifted? Right. Girl, she was so gagged. Who shoplifted? Well, we're not going to bring the kids with you. You're not, but I am. You're going to do whatever you want to do. You can do whatever you want to do, but I'm bringing it up. Yes, baby. I'm bringing it up. I'm talking about it. And ain't nobody going to stop me from talking about it. I wouldn't stoop to your level. You don't got to, baby. You're there. You don't got to. Your son didn't even have a toothbrush, motherfucker. You rich bitch. Oh, yes. Gabor, you'll be fired by episode 2. The ratings would have came in to meet you because y'all would have loved it. The ratings would have been in and said, we can't get rid of him. Oh, yes, baby. Child, Nene had some bad kids. Marlo said the F word on TV. Right. Shoplifting and talking. Georgia Peach, it was at Walmart. It was at Walmart, but they had to edit it out. Dot and hubby from the South, most of them have generational wealth when grannies and parents go to college in the 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. If they go low, I'm going under. Right. The Nene gag Sheree, though, I'm no different than you, bitch. You are different than me, bitch, because my kids got mouthwash and toothpaste and shit. My kids got that. Now, they might ain't got no bed. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, Sheree kids ain't have no beds. They was laying on doggy beds. She's riding around in Aston Martins. Her kids is over there laying on doggy beds or whatever. My kids ain't got no beds, girl. My kids ain't got no beds, girl, but they got toothbrushes and toothpaste, though, baby. Just for Sheree's sons to get arrested a couple of years later, it's okay, baby. It's okay. It's okay, C. Patterson. He wasn't stealing no. Listen, I would rather my son be arrested for drinking and driving. And I'm sorry. Shout out to Karen Huger. I would rather my son be arrested for drinking and driving than be going on TV getting arrested for stealing some motherfucking mouthwash and toothpaste and deodorant. Don't tell me Egypt got arrested. He was a model. Who was Egypt? Nene's son was living with her at the same time he was in drugs. Mama Sue cursed Wendy. I believe Wendy been a problem. Fix that face. Ooh, don't make that face. Fix that body. Nene around there. Yeah, and Nene got body dysmorphia. She was telling Sheree to fix that body. Nene had the nerve to tell Sheree to fix that body. And was over there calling Portia wide. Nene, have you seen yourself in the mirror, baby? Nene, have you seen yourself in the mirror? You telling somebody to fix their body. Girl. You could think from Nene saying that she don't like her memes. I think she doesn't like them because it reminds her of her old face and her skin tone. Ali, she don't like, Nene a broke bitch. Nene got all her, Nene was so happy to be on the Real Housewives and stuff like that. And what happens is when people be on shows and stuff like that or whatever, when they get to their real little bit of money, when they get to their last $50, all of a sudden she need to get paid for her memes and my gifts, and I don't get paid for that. I mean, they out there, but I don't get paid for that. She want to start charging people. If she could do it, baby, she would have us paying her for her memes and shit, girl. Now, Nene is broke. Body and face dysmorphia. Yes, Cairo still having a baby and still a shock to me. Cairo having a baby was still a shock to me. Cairo? You're right, Ali. She had a whole face and Nene is mad that memes and Bravo owns the clips. Right. You raised your paddle and you didn't. Thank you for the super chat, Cameron. Let's talk. What are we talking about the quitter for? Baby, did you see her? Baby, did you see her over there walking in New York Fashion Week at that off-brand show? Off-brand show, baby. She didn't look like the model no more. It was the worst walk I ever seen, baby. She is. Baby, look like Nene gave Garcella a hug. Nene fixed her body though, did she? Oh my God, did you see that? I did. I said, girl, what is this, honey? What is this? Shout out to Bravo for you know what I'm saying? Bringing the girls back into to the limelight, baby. Because if it wasn't for Beverly Hills, baby, ain't nothing I want you. Baby. Garcelle was an Essence catalog magazine, baby. You let them tell her, baby, she was a supermodel. Let them tell her she was a supermodel. Girl, and let me and before I go, and we're gonna when I finish watching this episode of What's It Called, we're gonna talk about it. But the people online, this is what I can't. This new generation of people I can't stand, because the kids online, y'all mad at Tyra. I don't understand it, but I get it. But to say now that Tyra was not a supermodel, it's crazy. Tyra was a supermodel, but I will say this though before I go, Tyra, seeing you on this documentary so far, it lets me know, and I could be wrong. And y'all let me know in the chat. I could be wrong, but Tyra, you started that shit with Naomi. You started that shit with Naomi.
I don't give a fuck what y'all saying. I don't give a fuck what y'all saying at all.
Started it. You started it. I believe Tyra started the shit with Naomi. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. I don't care. Good boy, watch Fantasia husband. All he talking about is their money. Where is his? Oh, no, not the G word. What G word? Here you go. You can't, Gabor. You can't go to a show without talking about your dream crush yourself. Y'all brought up the paddle. Y'all brought up, and that's what y'all do. Y'all make it seem like that. I don't care about that. Y'all think I care about Garcelle?
Them bitches.
Them bitches. I don't care about no Garcelle. Y'all brought her up. Here you, my dream crush. Yeah, she definitely started. No other black models have the same complaint about Naomi. Tyra is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. She says she wants her leg to be ice cream. Tyra is the range. Oh my God. I believe it. Where's the AN? It's on Netflix. Tyra and Naomi are nasty individuals. Y'all being mean to Tyra. They is being mean to Tyra, but I believe that, I'm not about to drag Tyra, but she started that stuff with Naomi. I'm sorry. She started it, baby. She started it. All right. But y'all, thank y'all so much for being here, y'all. I really appreciate the love and support. Okay. But we are going to, with the Real Housewives of Potomac Super Bowl, we are going to, at the end of at the third quarter, the third part of the reunion, we're going to tally everything up, and then we'll be able to decide who won the Super Bowl. Because you know what I'm saying? Who won the Super Bowl? But right now, we got Stacey leading the charge with 16 points. Ashley got 8, and Angel got 3. Okay? Wendy ain't got jack shit, nothing, but you got to watch her, baby. She probably made her way over here on my motherfucking score sheet. You can't trust a Nigerian, baby. She probably been saying, you know what I'm saying? All right. But y'all, thank y'all so much for being here, y'all. I really appreciate make a poll next time. Okay. You got to teach me how to do it. I don't know how to do it. Who's in the league? It's Stacey, baby. Stacey got 16 points. Okay. What about Karen? What about her? She ain't came out yet, Georgia Peach. Georgia Peach. You want to give her a point from saying that she was Thomas Jefferson's concubine? Here comes the xenophobia. Hey, Richie, it ain't a xenophobia, baby. And here in the Americas, baby, over here in the Americas, baby, it's not xenophobia, baby. That's what we know the Nigerians to be. Scammers. That's what we do. That's what we do know them to be. We know them to be very, very smart. And we know them to be very, very smart if they are any class that you know, and they look down on us. That's what we know them to be. Sorry. But it's not xenophobia, baby. I wouldn't do that. I love all of us. I do. But Sue was the one. What was the xenophobia, baby? What do y'all call it when Sue had her black ass over there calling us the lost? What was it in? What was it in? Okay. Now, let me see. Okay. Thank you for the super chat, Big L88. She said Tyra was always the villain all along. Yes, she was. Yes, she was. Yes, she was. Now, what is it? What are we gonna call it when they get to talking about us, y'all? What is reverse? I wish Wendy was here to give me a definition, but you know, the last time they asked her what is it called, she couldn't give Andy an answer. Shout out to Q, baby. Last time they asked Wendy a question, they couldn't give it an answer. But what is it called when people? I know you playing Richie. But what is it called when the Africans and people are against us, African Americans? Tyra is a corny ass villain. Yeah, she is a corny ass villain. She is a corny ass villain. Nigerians are known across Africa for being scammers. They call them for the 419ers. What does that mean? Talking about any ethnic group is called xenophobia. Okay, a normal day. Oh my God, see the love. It's a normal day about anti-black and xenophobia. Tethering. My God, jealousy. Jealous. Okay, it's called xenophobic. Okay, wet foot. That's for the Mexicans. Reverse racism. All right. Well, y'all, I don't want y'all. Okay, let me be quiet. Oh, 419 is the penalty code in Nigeria for fraud. Oh my God. Cut that tether is all the way. Not that's for Mexicans. What they say wet foot, but in what we used to call them wet backs. We used to say wet back. You know, I went to school with all Mexicans. Well, majority Mexicans. I went to school with majority Mexicans. Anti-FBA win this reverse. Okay. But y'all, thank y'all so much, y'all, for being here. I really appreciate the love and support. And so I'm going to try to do a poll to where we can, because yeah, I'm gonna try to do a poll so we can have this stuff next time, and then we'll see. We'll see. But you know, I'm excited for our Super Bowl. But again, thank y'all so much for being here, y'all. I really appreciate the love and support, and I will see y'all either later on today. If I get through, I gotta go run some errands real quick. But if I get through in time, I want to try to watch the America Next Time Out documentary, and I'll probably do that on Patreon. Or so we'll see. But thank y'all so much for being here, y'all. I really appreciate the love and support, and I will see y'all later. Adios. I love y'all.
Call daddy, tell him 25 got it. Call daddy, tell him 25 got it. Call daddy, tell